So yeah, guys, grab your mats, grab your blocks, and then grab your Spotify playlist, and I will cue you when to start it, okay? Yeah, guys, let's have fun, work hard. This is going to be like what I call a feel-good flow, so nothing super crazy. We're going to kind of hit.
Okay, famous last words from Tyler.
Yeah, right, yeah, famous last words, yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Am I capable of feel-good flow? I think so. We're going to go and do a feel-good flow, so a little bit of everything. We're going to do some fun transitions that I love teaching, so all corners of the mat. Jenny wants to get crazy, so there you go. That's a green light.
Oh,
that's a green light. I might have to modify this and switch it up mid-class. You never know. We do have the Odessa in the playlist. You know how we all love the Odessa playlist. Yeah, guys, so again, please have fun. Take it, be light with it. If anything doesn't feel good, please, back off, listen to your body. And then the end of our class, we're gonna have a really nice cool down and get our nervous system kind of down-regulated and end with some meditation and perhaps maybe a body scan. We'll kind of see how it goes, okay?
Yeah, and we just had some technical difficulties with the sound, so we appreciate your patience just with the wind, and if you're an airplane flying over, but just stay with us, and you have your music anyway.
Yes. This is actually my first time ever teaching live, so we'll see how it goes.
You teach live all the time, right?
Yeah, I teach live in groups, well, I used to, not anymore. Now we're doing this. All right, guys, we're live from Long Beach, California. Let's get after it. All right, guys, go ahead, get set up on your mat, and let's do this. Yeah, guys, so grab your playlist, and let's all start our playlist in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first song should be Reflections by Above and Beyond, all right? So we're going to go ahead and get started today in Child's Pose. So go ahead and come to the back of your mat, bring your big toes together. Go ahead and separate your knees as wide as comfortable for you. So that could mean knees really far apart, maybe knees together. And with arms outstretched in front of you, let's have palms flat and our forehead to the mat. Take a moment to go ahead and close your eyes. Begin to bring your attention inward. And maybe rock the forehead from left to right. Just to get a sense of physical connection to your mat and sense of grounding to your space. And perhaps rock the hips from side to side. Let's have a gentle bend in the elbows to start, and go ahead and relax the fingertips, relax the hands, and go ahead and relax the shoulders down away from the head and the neck. Begin to feel a lengthening along the whole spine and a bit of an expansion in the space between the shoulder blades. Begin to relax the facial muscles. Go and relax the contraction from your temples. Go and relax the teeth and the jaw. And we'll go ahead and get started today with 3 cycles of breath. They will be in through the nose and then very softly out the mouth. So wherever you are on your cycle, please go ahead and exhale all of your air. And we'll begin together as one. Let's take a deep inhale breath through the nose, filling up all parts of the lungs as we breathe in deep into the lower belly, and a very soft, open mouth exhale as you sigh it out. And we'll do that twice more. Let's take another deep inhale breath through the nose, filling up the lungs and the lower belly, maybe even the rib cage horizontally, and a very soft, open mouth exhale. This time, see if you can hold the bottom of the exhalation for just a moment. And then last one, let's take another deep inhale breath through the nose. Biggest breath that we've taken yet. And soft, open mouth exhale. Let it out. And I want you to just become aware of your sense of breathing. I think just becoming aware, in fact, really helps ground us. It kind of helps us bring us back into our bodies. Sometimes when our mind is kind of running wild or we have a little bit of anxiety or whatever it may be, sometimes just really remembering that we have a breath is super helpful. So sometimes when we move through a class, the heart rate will get elevated. You probably lose attention to breath, so maybe you just forget that you're breathing, and that's completely okay. That's what I like to teach, is just recognizing that you lost the connection of your breath. And that's really all meditation is coming back to the center, and over and over. And yoga, in my opinion, is moving meditation. So if you have a personal intention for your practice tonight, go ahead and set your personal intention, and then we'll get started. Go ahead and seal your intention with a very deep inhale breath through the nose. And soft, open Mouth exhale. Let's begin, yogis. On your next inhale breath, please come into tabletop position. Let's come into all fours. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Bring your knees underneath your hips. We'll start with some cat and cow to get warmed up. As we inhale for cow pose, arch the spine. Look up to the sky. Point your tailbone up. And then as you exhale, round into cat pose, pushing the mat away. Hug your chin into your chest. Draw your belly button in. Point your tailbone down. Take another deep inhale breath through the nose. As you arch the spine, look up nice and high. Rotate the elbows backward, biceps forward. And as you exhale, push the mat away. Round out the back into cat pose. Really hug the lower rib cage into the middle back. Another deep inhale breath through the nose for cow. Arching the spine, really lengthening the tailbone up. Begin to feel the chest expand as the shoulder blades begin to come together. And as you exhale, breath now round into cat pose, pushing the mat away. Chin into chest, belly buttons in, tailbones down. Let's do that once more. Inhale back into cow. Look up nice and high, big collarbone. And as you exhale now, round into cat pose, push the mat away, chin into chest. I want you to do this a couple more times on your own, moving at your own pace, and then taking any dynamic movement that you see fit. When I say dynamic movement, it's really just moving intuitively, not so much as how I'm asking you to move. And I like to just take this time to explore, see what feels good in our body, see what needs a little bit more attention, a little bit of space, see what feels really nice and strong and stable. And then we'll just work from this point of beginning. As a gentle reminder, there is no right way to practice yoga. There is no wrong way to practice yoga. There is just safe and unsafe. So let this be an expression of your own movement, an expression of just everything that we have right here and now. All right, when you're ready, please come into neutral tabletop position. Curl your toes under, and as you exhale now, lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. As you lift the hips up, begin to straighten both arms, and then begin to drive the heels down to the mat. Lengthening the chest down to the feet. Let's take a moment to just pedal out both feet, maybe even a gentle rock from side to side as we take our first downward facing dog. Whenever we are in downward facing dog, we want to make sure that our shoulder stays protected. So continue to rotate the biceps towards your face. The elbows will rotate out and down. That will help the shoulders stay protected and packed as the lats begin to wrap around the upper rib cage. Maybe start with a gentle bend in the knees so you can push the chest back and down. Notice how Jessica has a nice long line from kind of head all the way to the tailbone. Let's take a deep inhale breath. Tuck your chin into your chest. Come up high onto the balls of your feet. We're going to shift forward and roll into plank position. As we roll into plank position, you can keep the knees lifted or you can drop the knees into tabletop. Taking our first plank, let's stay nice and strong in our core. So pull the belly button in. Again, keeping the shoulder protected, rotating elbows backward, biceps forward. Keeping the balls of the feet on the ground. Drive your heels backward without letting anything move. So you can feel the quadriceps strengthen, the kneecaps will lift. And as you exhale, lift the hips up again into downward facing dog. Go ahead and reset the feet. Let's have the fingertips spread super nice and wide. Okay, yogis, we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Tuck your chin into the chest. Roll out the back. As you find a cat back, let the eyes become last. And exhale, downward facing dog. Push it up and back. Very good. Last one. Inhale, lift the heels up, chin into chest. Articulate the spine as you roll it forward. Eyes will be last. And as you exhale now, downward facing dog. Push it up and back. Take a deep inhale breath. Lift both heels up high to the sky. Bend your knees. Look forward and carefully step. Walk or lightly float your feet to the front of the mat to meet your hands for Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Big toes can stay together or feet can be about hip width apart, your choice. Make sure we have enough bend into the knees so that our belly is touching our thighs. That's going to help protect our lower back. Let the head be super heavy. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Maybe even shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet, back onto the heels as the hips begin to lengthen, the hamstrings begin to lengthen as well. Let's find the neutral Uttanasana. Halfway lift now, palms to shins, flatten out the back. Really pull the hip bones back. As you press your palms into your shins, feel the chest be pulled forward. And as you exhale now, forward fold, Uttanasana. Do that 1 more time. Halfway lift on the inhale, palms to shins, backs flat. Exhale, forward fold. Capital T, the arms out to the sides, hinge at the hips with a flat back. Come up all the way to standing. Bring your palms to touch overhead, hands to heart center, Samastiti. We'll take 2 rounds of sun salutation A with a little bit of a variation. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. The top, cactus the arms. As you backward bend, push the weight forward into the heels, push the pelvis forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold, Uttanasana, let it go. Nice job, guys. Halfway lift on the inhale. Backs flat, palms to shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into plank position. So setting up the plank again, keeping the shoulders protected, legs tight. Inhale, shift forward. You can drop your knees as we lower halfway down now. Try to run the Dandasana, keep the elbow stacked over the wrist and into the side body. Uncurl the toes, straighten both arms, upward facing dog. Let's get big toes together, kneecaps and thighs off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push it up and back. And every time we go back to downward facing dog, it's going to be like a reset button. So we're going to reset the palms, reset the feet. Let the head be super heavy. Nice job, yogis. Okay, inhale, lift both heels high to the sky. Bend the knees, look forward. Please carefully step one or light. Really feel your chest, your core has to be pulled in, chest has to be brought. Can you lift your palms up a little higher, shoulder blades together? Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lead with your eyes, hinge at the hips, come up all the way to standing at the top. Palms will touch overhead, thumbs will cross, hands to heart center. Nice job. We'll take one more variation of Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms up to the sky at the top. Cactus the arms backward, bend, weight to the heels. Don't lock out the legs. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold. Uttanasana. On the inhale breath, halfway lift as palms come to shins, hands to the mat, plank position, and step it back. Inhale will take you forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower halfway down, upward facing dog, and hold. Now let's think big chest. So pull the mat towards you with both palms. Rock your hips to the left side of the mat. Bring your eyes over the right shoulder. Come back to the center. Hips to the right now. Eyes over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips up. Downward facing dog. All right, guys. Again, just resetting. Very nice. Okay, yogis. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg up high to the sky, please. Bend the knee, open up the hip toward the right side of the room. Keep driving this left heel down so you can see the outside of your left heel. Pull it back so it's hidden behind the ankle. The right thigh, we want to spin it out and away from our body. Maybe drop the left shoulder as you open up the right chest. Take a deep inhale breath. As you exhale now, bring your knee into your nose, curl and round out the back, forehead to knee, come up high onto the left big toe, three-legged dog, inhale breath, right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. As you exhale now, right knee to outside of right tricep, shoulders will stay slightly past the wrist, bring that knee a little higher, keep the left leg tight, good, three-legged dog, right leg up high to the sky, and as you exhale now, knee into chest, step your foot in between your hands, carefully step your left foot forward to meet the right, Uttanasana, forward fold, halfway lift. Capital T, the arms out to the sides. Drop the knees, bend the hip. I said bend the knees. I said drop the knees, bend the hips. What am I trying to say? Chair pose. There we go. I should have just said that. All right, guys. For chair pose, let's bend the knees, drop the hips. The chest will lift. Okay. We want to make sure weight's back into the heels now. Chair pose is extremely difficult because we're literally sitting with no chair, but it kind of looks like we are. So the legs are firing, the glutes are firing. We do this posture to build a lot of body heat. Make sure you can see the big toes in between your knees, and if the knees are collapsing together, I want you to separate the knees a tiny bit. Pull the lower belly in with arms outstretched overhead. If this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, guys, you're going to go hands to heart or hands to hips. Now, as we separate the fingertips really wide, rotate the pinky fingers towards your face. Relax your shoulders down away from your neck. Pull your lower rib cage in. Bring your shoulder blades together. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, very good. Inhale, halfway lift. Capital T, the arms. Chair pose, bend the knees, drop the hips, arms up to the sky. This time, reach both arms out in front of you so the palms or the arms will stay parallel and thumbs will face up. Set your shoulders into your back. Chair pose twist. Bring your right arm back behind you as you open up toward the right side. Now, in our twist, since we're still warming up, the left knee, it wants to pop out in front of the right. If that's the case, pull the left hip bone backward and drop it. And maybe even separate the feet about hip width apart. Let's drop the right shoulder out of the ear. Take one more breath in. And coming back to center, both arms straight. Inhale, left arm back behind us now. Very good. And again, this right hip bone is going to want to rotate forward because the chest is rotating. Instead, pull your right hip bone backward. Draw your right knee away from your left knee. Bring the weight a little bit further back into the heels. Drop your left shoulder. Set the right shoulder into the back. And exhale, come back to center. Both arms up to the sky. Forward fold, exhale. Nice job, guys. Let's flow through a vinyasa halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into our plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Upward facing dog as we inhale, straighten both arms, open chest, and exhale, pull it back up into downward facing dog. And now that we've used our chair pose to get a little bit more body heat, just check in with the breath, see if we've lost connection. And if you have, again, that's totally cool. Just a gentle reminder, and we're going to start over. Three-legged dog, left leg up high to the sky, please. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Let's keep driving that right heel down. And as you spin the inner left thigh out and away from your body, keep both biceps rotating toward the face to keep the shoulder protected. Take one more inhale, lift the knee a little higher. Good. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulder slightly past the wrist. Come up high onto the right big toe as you lift the hips up super high. Three-legged dog, left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Very good. Exhale, left knee to outside of left tricep. Very good, guys. Three-legged dog, left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, step your foot in between the hands. Carefully step your right foot forward to meet your left at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Let's flow through one more vinyasa, halfway lift on the inhale. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. So you can plant the hands, step it back. You can always float back and land in chaturanga if you like. Upward facing dog and exhale, downward facing dog. Now, guys, I teach a lot of vinyasas just because I love it, but they're always an option. So if we call it and you're like, no, Tyler, I'm definitely not doing that, you can skip it. You can do a variation, whatever feels good. Okay, guys, neutral downward facing dog. Let's take the right leg high to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip to the right wall. As you exhale now, knee into chest, low lunge. Step your foot in between your hands, drop your back knee to the mat. Uncurl the back toes, lift your chest, sweep both arms up to the sky, biceps by the ears, palms will be faced in, relax the shoulders down. So in our low lunge, if the knee doesn't like this or there's not enough padding, just fold the mat in half or grab your towel or something for a little bit extra padding underneath that left knee. Now, we have to work the lunge to open up the hip. So as you plant the right foot, the front foot down, try to pull the mat towards you. And as you take this back foot, the left foot, and press the mat down, try to push the mat away from you. So we want this like push and pull, this kind of scissor action. Pull the right glute backward a little bit. Tuck the lower rib cage in. Very nice. Keep that left thigh pushing forward, but also rotate it slightly down to the center of your mat. Let's separate the fingertips wide, say that have them committed. Let's take a deep breath in, reach up nice and high. As you exhale now, cactus arms. Open up the chest as you keep the lower rib cage tucked. Inhale, back to center. Hands to the mat. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Right arm up to the sky. High lunge twist. So with the back knee lifted, this is where you can use your block underneath that planted hand if you like. If the right knee is popping outside of the ankle, I want you to move your foot off to the edge of the mat just a little bit. She's doing a good job of keeping the ball of the foot on the mat and the back leg super strong. Maybe if it feels okay in the neck, you can look at the hand that's raised. That will help the chest open a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale now, reach the right arm back behind you. All right, so you want the right thumb to face the sky. We'll do one rotation. Take a deep inhale. Open up your chest. As you exhale, come back down to center, crescent lunge. Bring the left arm up to meet the right arm. Okay, as we lift our chest now, back knee is lifted as well. Make sure you can see your right big toe on the inside of the right calf. That's going to make sure that the knee stays protected. We want to continue to pull the right hip bone backward, push the left hip bone forward. Take a deep inhale, breath with a little bit more space. Exhale, cactus arms, open up the chest. Very good. Inhale, we'll come back to center, hands to the heart center, prayer twist right. So as we hover over this front thigh, you rotate to your right side. The elbow will meet the outside of the right knee. If it doesn't get there, it's just on top of the leg. That's cool as well. Let's not lose engagement in the back leg. And with fingertips spread wide, we're going to push the right elbow forward and keep equal pressure from knee to elbow and elbow to knee. Okay, guys, looking down, shifting weight into the right foot. Chair pose, prayer twist right. Step your left foot forward. Very nice to meet your right. Maybe it's 5 steps or it's one big one. That's okay. Let's get the weight back into the heels, knees separated. Let's get hips down, chest up, fingers wide. Even if the fingers are in your face, that's okay. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, pull the abdominal wall in, forward, fold, unwind. Nice work, guys. Halfway lift on the inhale and hold. Arms out to the sides. You can stay here or reach both arms out in front of you. Maybe a little bit of a bend into the knees. Take a deep breath in. Hinge at the hips. Come up all the way to standing. Palms will touch overhead. Hands to heart center. Nice job, guys. Let's flow through vinyasa. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Option for backward bend like we did before. Coming back to center. Very nice. And exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Halfway lift on the inhale. And hands to the mat, stepping back into plank position. Setting up the plank. Inhale will shift you forward. Exhale will lower halfway down. Upward facing dog. Pull the mat towards you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Okay, let's take a deep inhale breath through the nose and then an open mouth exhale. We're going to purge and reset. Okay, yogis, 3-legged dog. Left leg up high to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Keep driving the right heel down. As you exhale, low lunge, knee into chest. Step your foot in between the hands. If it doesn't get there, you're just going to scoot it forward. Drop the back knee down. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Biceps by the ears. Let's do what we did earlier with the hand on the belly. So let's go right hand on belly, guys. Right hand on belly and left hand on your lower back. Now, I like this because sometimes when we go into our lunges, the tailbone pops backward and we don't really know it. So now with the hand on the belly, you can push your abdomen in, and you can physically feel your tailbone move with that left hand. So we want to find a neutral left hand, the one that's on our lower back, and the rib cage tucked. Arms back up to the sky. Nice job, guys. Again, let's do that push and pull with both feet. So pulling the mat towards you with the left foot and pushing the mat away from you with the right foot. Pull the outer left glute back just a little bit. Very nice. Let's take a deep inhale breath. Exhale, cactus arms backward bend, keeping the rib cage tucked. Pelvis neutral. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Right hand will stay down. Left hand will come up. Again, option for your block, guys. If it's a little bit too far away, that's okay. Let's not let the right heel, the back heel, pop out to the side, so you can pull it back into the center. Very nice. And just take a moment to see how this side feels. Sometimes we have more rotation on one side or the other, right? It's not good or bad. It just is what it is. Again, if the neck allows, you can look at the top hand. You might get a little bit more rotation in the middle back. Keeping the stomach pulled in tight. Reach the left arm behind you. Thumb will face the sky. As we inhale, rotate the left chest open a little bit more. And as you exhale now, yes, bring the left hand down, sweep it up, crescent lunge. The right arm will follow. And biceps 5 gears. Very nice, guys. And again, if for some reason arms extend doesn't work, you're going to go hands to heart. Check in with the left big toe again. Make sure you can see it on the inside of the calf. And this is really where we can focus on square hips. So we always say, push the right hip bone forward and pull the left glute backward. Let's think about getting deeper into the lunge. Yes, if we rotate the right thigh forward and slightly down to the center of your mat without letting the back heel pop open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cactus arms, backward bend. Don't let the left knee collapse. Inhale, come back to center. Very good. Hands to heart. Prayer twist left. So we're hovering over that front thigh now. And elbow will come to the outside of the knee. Let's not lose engagement in that back leg. And if you feel like the hips are coming up for whatever reason, maybe lengthen your stance a little bit and commit your hips toward the front heel. Now working into chair pose, prayer twist left. On your exhale, contract your stomach. Carefully step your right foot forward to meet your left. Very good. And again, if the outside hips don't like this, guys, separate your feet a little bit. Let's get way back into the heels. Chest up, fingers wide. Drop the left glute, pull the right knee open, pull the right glute back. Very good. One more breath, please. And forward fold, unwind, Uttanasana. Nice job. Halfway lift on the inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Either capital T the arms, or you can reach both arms out in front of you, set the shoulders into the back, stomach's tight. Your next exhale, lead with the eyes, hinge at the hips, come up all the way to standing. Palms will touch overhead, hands to heart center. Very nice. All right, guys, let's flow through one vinyasa. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Option for backward bend as you cactus the arms, pushing the pelvis forward. Very good. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, plank position, hands to the mat, and stepping back. Very good. Shifting forward now, lowering halfway down, upward facing dog on the inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. Are we getting warm?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. That was the warm up. Now we're gonna have a little bit more fun and add on. Okay, guys. Time to party. Right leg up high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open up the hip to the right wall. We'll take falling star now. As you bring your right knee toward the left elbow, we'll shift weight into the right hand. The left foot will spin flat. So as we have right shoulder over wrist, right palm down, lift the hips up to the sky, reach the left arm forward. Don't let the back leg collapse in. Very nice. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, side plank. Left hand will stay down. Change out the legs. So side plank, left hand is down, right hand is up. I like that transition because it's a lot of twisting, a little bit more opening on that lateral hip. So we want to keep the legs active, point the toes to the face. If this is not working, guys, you're going to drop your left knee on the ground. You can even pick up that right leg. Let's take one more inhale. Very good. Hands to the mat. Three-legged dog, right leg up high to the sky. Listen carefully. Low lunge. Knee to chest. Step your foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee to the ground. Inhale. Arms up to the sky. Keeping the back toes curled under this time. Cactus the arms. Backward bend. Very good. Inhale. Center. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Half splits just for one breath. Straighten out the right leg. Fold over that front thigh. As you inhale now, shift forward into crescent lunge, curling the back toes under, lifting the chest and arms up to the sky. All right, guys. Exalted warrior. So exalted warrior, the left arm is going to come up. This right hand is going to reach around and grab either the back leg. You can grab your glute. You can grab your other hip. or you can even take a little bit of a half bind. Check in with the right big toe again really quickly. Make sure you can see it. If not, that knee's collapsing. You want to peel it open. Now this time, instead of just pulling the right glute back, see if you can spin the inner right thigh, the front leg, up toward the face. Let's keep the back leg active. Take one more breath in. Listen very carefully as you exhale. Keep this left arm straight. Hover over this front thigh. We're going to take a twist. Right arm will come around now, and arms will be straight. So both palms together. Now, just like we did with the elbow, let's use the tricep, the left tricep. So keep it super tight, and let's get equal pressure from tricep to knee and knee to tricep. Okay, guys, we're going to work into Warrior 2 now from this position. I love teaching rotational stuff, so this is where we have a little bit of fun. Keep your left arm on your leg how it is. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Now reach to the wall behind you, look down, release the left arm, Warrior 2, and open up. Very nice. Okay, as we work into our first Warrior 2, let's have our front heel in line with the back arch of the foot. Shoulders will stay over hips. Arms will be parallel to the ground. Triceps active, shoulder blades together, and fingertips light. Now, as you find your point of space, Jessica's rocking out over here to the jams. I hope you guys are too. As we find our point of space over the Warrior 2, I love Warrior 2 because it's such a strong posture, but we have to find that balance, right? That yin and the yang. So what I like to teach is maybe relax the space behind your eyes, relax the space behind your neck. That could be your grace, that could be your ease. Let's take one more breath. Sit a little deeper on the exhale. Very good. Hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten both legs. Reach up to the sky. As you exhale, Warrior 2, eyes forward. We got 2 more times. Hands to heart. Inhale, straighten both legs, both arms. Exhale, sit back down. Your pace, your breath, guys. Last one. Very good. High lunge, curve twist right. Coming back to center just like we did before. Okay. Take one more breath in. Gently release, hands to the mat. Very good. Step the right leg back. 3-legged dog, right leg up high to the sky. Option for one-legged chaturanga as we flow through a vinyasa. That's when Jessica's going to keep her foot lifted because she wants to get crazy. Upward facing dog, very nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job, guys. Ooh, I think Tory Lanez is playing right now. Yeah, I love Tory Lanez. All right, guys, here we go. Left leg up high to the sky, please. 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Very good. Falling star. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Bring the left knee to the right tricep, so underneath and across your body. As you shift weight into the left hand, spin the right foot so it's flat. Lift the hips up to the sky, and then reach the right arm forward. I want you to really breathe into that right rib cage. Just take one more inhale. Hips up high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Changing out the weight, side plank. So weight's going to be to the right hand this time, and the left arm up. And again, option would be to drop the right knee on the ground. Those of you that have legs extended, keep the toes pointing to the face, so lock up the knees, lock up the quadriceps as well. Push the mat down, lift the hips up to the sky. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat, please. 3-legged dog, left leg up high. 1 breath per movement now. Knee to chest. Step your foot in between the hands. Drop the back into the mat. Keep the back toes curled under. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Cactus the arms, open up the chest. Very good. Inhale, back to center. Hands to the mat, half splits. Straighten the front leg, fold over the front thigh. Shifting forward now into crescent lunge. Curling the back toes under, lifting the back knee. Let's be mindful of that front knee again. Very good. And squaring the hips. All right, guys. Exalted warrior. Right hand will stay lifted. So the right hand or the right bicep will be by your ear. And then that left arm is going to reach around and grab the outside of the leg, the glute, or the hip. You can even grab your clothing. The point is we want strength in that left shoulder so we can peel it open. So as you inhale, think about pushing the whole right thigh forward, taking the length into the whole right side. And as you exhale now, whatever you're holding on to, use that strength to peel the left chest open. Very nice, guys. Soften up on the left toes, pull the left glute back a little bit, keep the strength in the back leg. Let's take one more inhale. Eyes forward, warrior 2, unwinds. Actually, let's back to our twist. Let's do that again, guys. Let's do that again. Psych. Psych. My bad. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to work into our twist. So let's come forward now. So the straight right arm on the outside of our left leg. And then the left hand will come down to meet the right hand. So both arms are straight. Both triceps are active. Very nice. See if you can work your right arm a little bit further down the leg. Okay, guys. Now, inhale, left arm up to the sky. Reach to the wall behind you. Warrior 2. Look down. Release the right arm. And peel it up. Very nice. Okay, let's get our alignment. So front heel in line with the back arch. And you can even do what we did before, hand on belly, hand on lower back, and just do that check-in to see if our tailbone's pointing backward. If you feel strong and stable, hang out here. We want to find a little bit more depth. So let's keep that back leg strong, kneecap lifted. See if you can do a little body scan and see where we're holding tension. Since this posture is so strong, maybe we can relax the temples, relax the facial muscles. Maybe close the eyes for just a moment. Good work, guys. Okay, guys, 3 breaths. Hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten both legs. Reach up to the sky. As you exhale, warrior 2, sit back down. 2 more. Your pace, your breath. Hands to heart. Inhale, both legs straight. Exhale, warrior 2. Eyes will come forward. Last one. Hands to heart. Inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Very good. High lunge, prayer twist, left. So as we come back to center, the back heel will lift again, and then we'll have hands at heart. Very nice. So as we inhale, we want to peel the left chest open. As we exhale, we want to pull the abdominal wall in and set a little bit more space in between that leg. Let's take one more. And hands to the mat, please. Very good. 3-legged dog, left leg up high to the sky. Option again for one-legged chaturanga. She's going to keep her foot lifted. Now we play upward facing dog. Big toes together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, yogis. All right. Let's take a deep inhale breath. And open mouth, exhale. Very good. All right, guys. Let's move a little bit more dynamically. Right leg up high to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Option to flip it over into wild thing. So wild thing, we're going to put the foot on the mat behind us this time. Weight will be to the left hand. Drive the hips up to the sky. Right arm reaches forward as you breathe into that right side. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat, 3-legged dog. Right leg up high to the sky. As you exhale now, knee to chest, just like we did before. Step your foot in between the hands. 1 breath per movement. Inhale, arms up. Cactus the arms, open up the chest. Inhale, back to center. Half splits, hands to the mat, straighten the front leg. Working now into exalted warrior, just like we did before. Curl the back toes under, the left arm will come up. Take one more breath in, and monkey lunge into the back of the mat. So now we're at the back left corner of our mat. So the left knee is bent, right leg is straight, and hands at heart center, or maybe hands on the floor, hands on a block. You want to think open chest here, okay? Very nice. You can even have one hand on the block or one hand on the floor. All right, guys, we're going to do one rotation, something I like to teach. It's a little bit weird. We're going to do it once and see how it goes. So let's keep hands at heart center now. Hands at heart center. Shoulder blades together. Keep the right leg tight so the knee stays protected. Interlace all 10 fingers. Now as you straighten both arms, open up your palms away from you. Lift the hips up. Rotate to your left. Hover over that left thigh. The right heel will lift as well and come back down into monkey. Very good, guys. All right, we're going to work into Ardha Chandrasana to the front. So let's look to the right. We're going to shift into the right foot. So now with the front of our mat. Right hand will come down as you pick up the left leg. Then we can raise the left arm up to the sky. Or left hand can stay on hip. So we want to think open hips. We want to stack the left hip on top of the right. Keep the back leg active, so point the toes to the face. Maybe a gentle bend in that right knee to start. Very good. So find your point of space. Look about 2 feet in front of that foot. Very good, guys. Bending into the right knee. Warrior 2, please. Nice job. Okay. Getting situated back into our warrior 2. Hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten both legs, both arms up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Rotate everything to the front of the room. Hands to heart center. Preparing for warrior 3. Let's hover over that front leg. And as you pick up the back foot, any hand position you like tonight, guys. You can go hands at heart. You can go airplane wings. You can reach both arms out in front of you. Now we want our hips square. So starting with a gentle bend in that right knee, rotate the left hip down. Very nice. Back's flat, shoulder blades together. Pull the rib cage in. If your hands are at heart center, press the thumbs into the chest. If you're in airplane wings, think full extension with the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. One-legged mountain pose, hinging at the hips as the chest lifts. The left knee will come up. Very nice, guys. Okay, just for a moment now, we're going to take a variation of like half moon and Shiva squat. Let's go hands to heart. Now weave this left leg, the one that's lifted, just slightly behind the right calf. So only about a foot difference. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist. So the left palm is going to be facing away from you. Kick your hips to the left as you pull everything over to the right. Let's keep that right leg, since it's slightly in an awkward position, super strong, and breathe into this whole left side. Take one more inhale and contract. Come back to center, hands to heart, hands to the mat. Carefully unweave the leg forward, fold Uttanasana. Great job, guys. Let's flow it out. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. So again, this is totally optional. You can skip it. You can take the variation. Okay. Deep inhale, breath, please. And open mouth, exhale. Very nice. Okay, yogis, here we go. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Option again to flip it over into a wild thing. One of my favorite postures, as you place the foot on the mat behind you, lift the hips up to the sky and reach that right arm super forward. Nice job, Jessica. Push the hips up, push the hips up. Very good. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, please. Three-legged dog, left leg up to the sky, square up the hips. And we're going to go one breath per movement. So low lunge, knee into chest. Back knee will stay lifted, chest will lift. Cactus the arms, keep the back leg tight. Inhale, center, half splits, hands to the mat, straighten the front leg, fold over the thigh. Exalted warrior, lift the back knee. As your chest comes up, the right arm will stay lifted, and the left arm will reach around and grab that back leg. So again, being mindful not to let the front knee collapse in. So really focus on pulling the left glute back. And let's keep the lower right rib cage tucked in and instead lengthen from the hip bone. Let's take one more inhale. Eyes forward, monkey lunge to the back. We're going to unwind. And now we're at the back right corner of our mat. And right knee will be bent. Now Jessica's right foot her planted foot is flat. If the calf is tight or the hips are tight or whatever it is, your heel might be lifted. Like usually in monkey, my heel is lifted. So whatever works. And again, hands to the heart, hands on your block on the mat, whatever feels good. We want to think open chest. So chest lifting, shoulder blades retracted into the back. Let's keep this left leg, the one that's straight, protected by pointing the toes up to the sky. And again, you can see and feel the kneecap lift. Working on open hips. All right, guys, let's do our rotation now. Hands to heart center, please. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, interlace all 10 fingers, straighten your arms, rotate to your right. So you're going to hover over the right thigh. The back heel will stay lifted. Push the hands away and back into monkey. Very good. Okay, guys, eyes to the left. So eyes to the front of your mat. Working now into Ardha Chandrasana. Shift the weight into the left foot. And as you pick up the back leg, whoa. Wow. There we go. All right. Woo. I know, that's a gnarly one. We pretty much went the length of the mat. Right?
Where's my left leg? Disappeared.
The other left. Where's my left? All right, guys. Maybe stay with right hand on hip. Jessica has her arm fully extended. Very nice, everybody. And you'll notice she has a little bit of a bend into the standing leg. I like that because she can use that to help her balance, bring her focus in, and then use the breath to lengthen the hamstring as she pulls the chest forward. As you pull the chest forward, that's when you can begin to drive the left hamstring backward. Keep the back toes active. Let's hold for one more. Bending into the left leg. Warrior 2, please. Nice work. Very good, everyone. Okay. Good?
I think so.
We're here. All right, guys, here we go. Hands to heart center, please. Deep breath in, straighten both legs, reach both arms up to the sky. Crescent lunge, rotate everything forward. The back heel will lift again, and arms up to the sky. Okay, guys, preparing for Warrior 3. Option for C grip, only an option. C grip is when you interlace all 10 fingers behind your back. Jessica's going to take the C grip. And if not, guys, you're going to go hands to heart. Before we move into Warrior 3, let's try this out. Shorten the stance a little bit, or a lot of it. So bring that back foot in a lot. That will help us get our balance. Okay, guys, focus your eyes like 2-3 feet in front of your mat. When we move, I want you to get your chest to pull toward that point. That will help your body go forward. Okay, guys, when you're ready, pick up the back foot. Generous bend in the standing leg to start. And if you're in the C grip, We want to work the fists away from the lower back, or we can keep them there if the chest allows. Wherever we are, whatever arm variation, let's all think lower rib cage tucked, shoulder blades together, open collarbone. Now that you have your point of focus with the eyes, let's begin to relax the sides of the neck, relax the jaw, smooth, steady breaths. Very good. Abs in. And if you're in the secret, hands to heart center, one-legged mountain pose. As the chest comes up, we're going to hinge kind of like a seesaw. Right knee will come up into center and both arms up to the sky. Let's keep the standing leg super strong, shoulders relaxed down, fingertips spread wide, and hands to heart center. Let's take our variation of Shiva squat and half moon. So that's right foot. So it's going to gently weave behind the left calf, pretty short stance, both arms up to the sky. This time, take and hold of your right wrist, turn the right palm to face forward. As you kick the hips to the right, hinge your body to the left. Really breathe into that whole right side. Very good. Hands to heart center, chest to center. Carefully bring the right foot forward to meet the left, forward fold. Uttanasana. Very nice, everybody. Okay, guys, let's flow it out. Halfway lift on the inhale, and let's make our way back into downward facing dog. Any way you want to get back. Okay, guys, deep inhale through the nose, and big exhale. All right, guys, lift the heels up high, please. Drop the knees. Child's pose. Let's take a little bit of a break. Right? All right, so for this child's pose, let's take classic Balasana. So instead of knees apart, like we started, let's go knees together, and we'll fold over our thighs with arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Again, forehead to mat, and eyes soft. Just taking a moment to come back inside our body. Let the heart rate calm down a little bit. All right, please. Palms under shoulders, please. Lift yourself up. Let's make our way into tabletop position and downward facing dog. Let's start our cool down. Who's ready for a cool down?
I am.
Jessica says she's ready for the cool down. All right, guys, downward facing dog, please.
Want some wine?
Yeah, we're ready for some wine. How about you guys? All right, guys, here we go. Half pigeon on the right side. So we'll take right leg up high to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Drop the shin down. Drop the back knee down and uncurl the back toes. So we're going to be here for a little bit. So just take your time getting situated. Some of us may like a block underneath that right glute. So if that right glute, the right hip is dropping on the ground, go ahead and put it underneath for a little bit more height. It's going to help keep your hips square, okay? And then take your time. Maybe we stay upright. Jessica's going to go on her forearms and use her block as a prop to support her forehead and her neck. And I want everyone to try to just kind of soften up in the upper traps and the space behind the shoulder blades. And really allow that outer right glute to open. Again, just taking some time to breathe into whatever space that needs it. Great job, guys. Okay, if you have a block, gently remove it, please. Let's go palms under shoulders. Gently push yourself up. Curl your back toes under. Lift your back knee. Set the right leg up and back. Let's take a moment to just shake out the leg a little bit. Okay, neutral downward facing dog, please. Let's take half pigeon on the left side. So left leg will come up. And as you exhale, gently bring the left knee right behind the left wrist. And the back knee will drop, uncurl the back toes. If you need more in this posture, instead of trying to move your shin forward, move your hips and your leg backward. And again, just take your time getting set up. Maybe use that block under the left hip, under the forehead. Now that we are beginning to down-regulate our nervous system, we can really pay attention to the breath and see and notice how the breath has changed as we've moved through our practice, providing more softness now to our postures. Okay, so when you're ready, please place your palms under your shoulders. If you have the block, gently remove it. Go and lift yourself up, and we'll step back into three-legged dog and shake out the leg again one last time. And we'll find neutral position. Last, downward facing dog with class. Take a deep inhale breath. And exhale, drop the knees. Very good. All right, guys. So I'm going to have you come laying flat on your stomach now. Okay, we're going to open up our chest and shoulders a little bit more and more passive. So laying flat on the stomach, let's have the right arm straight out to the side. So capital letter T, the right arm. And then use your left hand to gently push yourself, and you're going to roll on the right side. So you're going to roll on that right shoulder. You can keep your left hand in front of your face for just a little bit more support. And Jessica has her left leg and her left foot behind her. That's going to be a little bit more of a spinal twist. So if you like that, go ahead and throw that in there. If not, just keep your legs stacked. If you open up chest and shoulder, this is really going to help our traps. Sometimes the traps get really inflamed, and it's not because our neck is tight, it's because our chest is tight. You can find a little bit more relief, especially when we breathe. Okay, yogis, gently come back to center. So coming back into the front side, everybody. Let's change out. We'll be looking over to your right now. The left arm is going to be straight out to the side. Then you're going to gently push the right hand down and roll onto the left shoulder, left chest. See if you can find any time to just soften up on the face. Maybe taking this time to just close the eyes. Feel a nice release. Okay, yogis, when you're ready, please come back to center. Laying flat on our stomachs, palms under shoulders. Gently push yourself back into child's pose just for one more time. So child's pose last time. Maybe rocking the forehead from side to side again, seeing if we notice any differences in our physical body, our mental body, emotional body. And when you're ready, please place your palms under your shoulders. Gently go ahead and push yourself up. We're going to rock to one side. We're going to take Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So swing the legs out in front of you. Both legs will be straight. Take a moment to just rock side to side, get the sit bones even, maybe shake out the legs a little bit, bend the knees. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up to the sky, pinching at the hips, fold forward, and we'll take whatever we find. So let this be a very passive forward fold tonight. So maybe you find the calves, even the thighs. Some of you may just find the sides of the mat. Let the head be super heavy. Let the chin come down toward the collarbone. I want you to feel like the weight of your head, the weight of your chest. Allow your spine to open up and allow that to kind of help you fold forward as opposed to more actively letting your body fold forward. Great job, yogis. When you're ready, please walk your hands towards your hips. Scoot forward to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Let's go arms out in front of us, chin into chest, very slowly. Let's make our way all the way down onto our back wall. And once you're on your back, let's take both knees into the chest. Just kind of rock side to side a little bit. like small circles with the knees. All right, let's like thread the needle on our back. So you take your right ankle on top of your left knee. So right ankle on top of left knee. Reach through your legs. You're going to grab behind the left thigh or on top of the left shin. And you're going to gently pull your left knee in towards your chest. So very soft opening for that outside right glute. So relax the shoulders down again. Really paying attention to that outer hip, really breathing into the outside. We have a lot of negative energy, a lot of negative emotions in our hips. So when we think about mental health, we can think about energy bodies and how they are stored in our physical body and really just affect everything else that is interconnected. Let's take a deep inhale. And very softly go ahead and release that leg. Release the grip. Carefully unhook the ankle from the knee. Pull both knees into the chest again. And then let's change out. So now we'll take left ankle on top of right knee, reaching through the legs and grabbing behind the right thigh or on top of the right shin, and then pulling the knee gently in toward the chest. Again, perhaps this side feels a little bit different. In yoga, we try to work towards symmetry, so just kind of an equilibrium of our sun side, moon side. Deep inhale breath. And exhale, gently release. Very good. Carefully unhook the ankle from your knee. Let's go ahead and pull both knees into the chest again. And go ahead and release both feet flat on the mat. Arms out wide to the sides. Feet separated about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And we're just going to take a few moments to just windshield wiper the legs left to right and right to left. So however fast or however slow feels good. Let's begin to bring the eyes to close. Just feeling any lightness or spaciousness, perhaps along our spine, our chest, our hips. And then once the knees make their way to the left side of the mat, let's hold them there for supine twist. So knees to the left. Maybe chin over the right shoulder, eyes closed, walking the shoulders down the mat. And very gently coming back to center, knees to the right now. So we'll hold the knees on the right side for supine twist. Again, maybe chin to the left. And very gently coming back into center one last time. Let's hug our knees into our chest. If you set an intention, recall your intention, hold it into your awareness. Let's take one last conscious breath together. Let's take a deep inhale breath through the nose. Bring your forehead up to meet the knees, curling around into a ball. And open mouth, exhale, release. Very good, guys. Let's settle into final resting pose, Shavasana. So as we take final resting pose, let's have the feet spread wide, arms alongside our body with the palms facing up. Walking each shoulder down the mat one by one. Lengthening the back of the neck. And with eyes closed. We're going to end our practice today. I'm going to guide you through a gentle body scan. So a body scan is when I will ask you to direct your attention to specific parts of your body. That will aid not only in having us feeling a grounding sensation, but also a very calming sensation as well. So we're going to work our way from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. We'll start with our forehead. See if we can relax the forehead and kind of smooth it out. Bringing our attention now to temples and release any contraction we may have in the temples. Allow the ears to fall down toward the mat. Relax the skin on the back of your neck. As you inhale, gently feel the chest lifting. And as you exhale, feeling the lower abdomen kind of just settle in, as if all your organs were getting a little bit heavy in your torso. Focusing attention now on the hip bones and relaxing the bones apart as if they were to kind of peel open very gently. Relaxing the entire weight of our right arm all the way down to the fingertips. Relaxing the weight of our entire left arm all the way down to the fingertips. Focusing attention now on the right leg. See if we can feel all the bones in our right leg super heavy on the mat. Now attention to left leg. See if we can relax the whole weight of the left leg. Relaxing the right foot. Relaxing the left foot. And feeling our whole body as one. I encourage you to stay here for as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Yogis, this is such a special occasion. We really appreciate all of your support and all of your involvement to Nami. And my name is Tyler. This is Jessica, and holler at Michelle in Chicago. Namaste.